You wake up every day thinking you're in control, but the truth? You're being played. Your girl talks down to you like you're beneath her. Your so-called friends take your money, your time, your loyalty, and give nothing back. Your family treats you like an ATM with feelings. And you keep smiling, nodding, making excuses. Letting it all happen like it's normal. Like it's your fault. It's not. It's yours. For a different reason. One they don't tell you on Instagram, in church, or even at the bar with your boys. You're not struggling because you're unlucky. You're losing because you're weak. Not physically. Mentally. Emotionally. You've let people define your value while you sit back and watch. In today's video, we're talking about what happens when you let people take you for granted. And if you think this doesn't apply to you, you're already behind. This isn't another motivational fluff piece. This is the raw, brutal breakdown of how good men become doormats, and why so many never recover. We're pulling back the curtain on the silent traps that are destroying your power, your relationships, and your future. The kind of truths that most men won't face until it's too late. I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm here to make you better. Welcome to Man Code, the only place where we don't feed you what you want to hear. We give you what you need to know. No sugarcoating. No apologies. Just hard-earned wisdom from real life, not theory. Because if you don't change now, you're not just falling behind. You're setting yourself up to be left behind, alone, broke, and forgotten. The problem with nice guys. Let's get one thing straight. Nice guys finish last. Not because they're bad people, but because they're weak. And weakness gets walked on. Every damn day. We've been raised to believe that kindness equals compliance. That being a good man means taking the hit, staying quiet, forgiving everything, and pretending it doesn't hurt when someone steps over you. You think you're being mature by swallowing your pride. You think you're being strong by not reacting. But what you're really doing is giving people a green light to disrespect you. Every time you say, "It's fine," when it's clearly not. Every time you hand someone cash and never see it again. Every time you let your girl talk to you like you're disposable. Every time you cover for a lazy coworker instead of calling them out. You're not being kind. You're training people to take advantage of you. And the worst part? They'll never thank you for it. Because respect isn't earned through silence. It's earned through strength. Through consequences. Through action. If you don't start drawing lines, people will keep crossing them. And they'll never look back. Why you're getting walked on? You think people are just naturally respectful? That if you stay quiet, work hard, and keep your head down, the world will eventually see your value? That's the kind of thinking that gets men buried under everyone else's expectations. Let me tell you something no one else wants to say. You're not being disrespected because you're unlucky. You're being disrespected because you're making it easy. It starts with the fear you don't want to admit, the fear of conflict. Deep down, you'd rather swallow your pride, bite your tongue, and let someone walk all over you than have a real conversation about how you feel. You avoid the tension like it's poison. But here's the truth. Real men don't run from conflict, they control it. They know that silence doesn't protect them. It weakens them. Every time you stay quiet when you should speak up, you train people to disrespect you again and again. And then there's this lie we've all bought into at some point, that kindness equals weakness. You think being a good guy means letting people off the hook, forgiving everything, pretending it doesn't hurt when someone uses you. But listen closely. Being kind isn't the problem. Being taken advantage of because of it is. There's a line between compassion and foolishness, and if you don't learn to see it, people will cross it every single time. But the worst trap? The one that kills more men than any other. You care too damn much about being liked. You bend over backward trying to please people, hoping they'll finally see you, appreciate you, respect you. But here's the cold, hard fact. People don't follow nice guys. They follow men who stand for something. Men who mean what they say. Men who make it clear that crossing them comes with consequences. Respect isn't given. It's earned. And it's earned through strength, not approval. So ask yourself this: are people respecting you, or are they just using you? Because if you haven't set a boundary lately, if you haven't stood your ground, if you haven't said no even when it was needed, then you already know the answer. How to start setting boundaries that stick. You've had the wake-up call. You know what's been happening. How people have been walking through the front door of your life like it's an open house, taking whatever they want while you stand there pretending it doesn't hurt. But knowing the problem and fixing it are two different things. So let's stop talking about how messed up it is, and start doing something about it. Enough with the excuses. Enough with the hope that people will magically change. They won't. Not unless you change first. And the only way to change the game? Set boundaries that actually mean something. Not suggestions. Not polite little hints. Real, unshakable lines in the sand. Next time someone asks for a favor, before you even open your mouth, pause. Just for a second. Ask yourself one question. Do I really want to do this? Or am I just scared to say no? That hesitation right there, that's your gut telling you the truth. And if the answer isn't a hell yes, then it should be a no. Period. Because every time you say yes when you mean no, you're training people to keep pushing until there's nothing left of you. That's the first step. But it's not enough to just say no. You better be ready to back it up. Stop giving warnings. Stop threatening consequences like they're options. If someone crosses your line, act. Every single time. Don't tell them what'll happen if they disrespect you again. Just do it. Walk out. Cut ties. Hold your ground. People don't respect words. They respect action. So make yours speak louder than theirs. And finally, protect your energy like it's the last bullet in your gun. You are not obligated to help everyone. You're not here to save the world. Focus on the people who show you the same energy, who lift you up instead of dragging you down. Your time, your peace, your strength, they're all limited. And once they're gone, you can't get them back. So why waste them on people who don't care about you? If you don't start guarding your life like it matters, because it does, nobody else will. And trust me, you don't want to find out what happens when you give people free access to everything you are. Because once they realize there's no cost, they'll never stop taking. Your identity defines your strength. You were raised to be polite. To sit down, shut up, and wait your turn. To smile when you're being disrespected, nod when you're being used, and keep your mouth shut even when you know damn well you're being played. That's the script we've all been handed. The quiet guy, the nice guy, the one who avoids trouble at all costs. But here's the reality. The world doesn't reward that kind of man. It rewards dominance, confidence, clarity. Men who know who they are, what they want, and what they won't tolerate. Not arrogance. Not aggression for the sake of it. But unshakable identity. A spine that doesn't bend every time someone pushes. I wasn't always this way. I used to be just like you. I let my older brother talk to me like I was beneath him. Let my ex walk all over me because I thought that's what love meant. Friends borrowed money, said they'd pay back, never did. And instead of saying something, I stayed quiet. Made excuses. Told myself I was the bigger person. But deep down, I knew the truth. I was weak. Not because I wasn't smart or strong or capable, but because I gave other people control over how I felt, how I acted, how I lived. I let them define my worth while I stood there watching. And then one day, something changed. I realized something most men never do. If I didn't start protecting myself, nobody else would. Not my parents. Not my friends. Not the girl I thought loved me. Nobody. It was on me. All on me. And that moment, that single realization, changed everything. Because once you understand that your strength isn't about looking tough or flexing in the mirror, it's about knowing your value and refusing to let anyone treat you like you don't have any, you become untouchable. That's the line between a boy and a man. One waits for permission to be respected. The other takes it. And if you're still waiting, you're not just falling behind. You're setting yourself up to be left behind, alone, broke, and forgotten. Final challenge. Do this today. You've heard the truth. You've seen the mirror. And if you're still watching, that means you're not ready to give up on yourself. Good. Because this is where it changes. Not tomorrow. Not after some 30-day challenge or a fancy course. Right here. Right now. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you were supposed to be all along. A man who stands for something. A man whose word means something. A man who doesn't wait for permission to take his power back. So I'm giving you one simple task. One move that will shake your whole reality. Text one person right now and set a boundary. Not a warning. Not a suggestion. A clear, firm line. Say it out loud. Hey, I can't lend you money anymore. If you disrespect me again, I'm done. Or even, I'm not helping you unless you pull your weight. It doesn't have to be mean, but it has to be real. And if you don't do it, go back and watch this again. Because if you let this moment pass you by, you're proving the point of this whole video. You're allowing yourself to be walked on. And that ends today. Your life starts now. You are not meant to be walked on. You are not meant to be forgotten. You are meant to lead, to protect, to build. But you can't do any of that with people stepping over you like you're nothing. So stop playing small. Stop waiting for people to realize your worth. They won't, unless you show them. Own your power. And remember this. If you allow people to take you for granted, you will be grounded and abandoned. Liked what you saw? Then hit that subscribe button, because this ain't just another channel. This is the only place that tells you what they won't, what they can't. This is Man-to-Man Code, where we build men, not boys. Drop a comment if you're done being taken advantage of. And tell us, what's one thing you're going to stop tolerating, starting today? We're watching, and we're ready to see the man you're about to become.